And that is a great segue into this is why human copywriters still matter.
Mhm.
Yes, AI is saving us time. It's saving me a lot of time. I don't 100% trust it. I want to make sure that what the finished product I'm delivering, whether it's for one of our brands, a client, a personal project, whatever I'm writing, I want to make sure it is 100% authentic. And that's the goal. That's why you need the human copywriters. You need somebody to look at it. You need somebody to make sure it's on brand, that your message is clear. It's not always going to be clear if you just completely rely on the tools. It's going to fall short. Like, for example, I'll go down the list a little bit. We are strategic thinkers as marketers and as writers. You have to make sure you have your strategy in place when you're using AI for these tasks. And that is something that you can try to train it a little bit, but you cannot, it only takes you so far. And I talk about audience a lot. Audience definitely matters. There's an emotional intelligence to human-driven copywriting that AI just does not have. It's very robotic. It tries to not be robotic, but almost trying not to be robotic makes it worse because it feels like
Right,
somebody that's learning, that's trying to show that it has emotions it doesn't actually have. So, and your brand storytelling, yes, you can train a model up to a point for these types of things, but it only takes you so far. Don't know if you wanted to chime in. Your editorial strategy, everything works better if you've taken the time to actually create the strategy in the first place. You can't rely on AI to tell you what the strategy is. You can get it to help you assist in strategic plans,
right,
but it's an assistant. It's not, you have to look at it and say, this doesn't actually make sense. Why did you put that there? You have to
right,
catch these
right.
things.
I agree, Catherine. I think the biggest thing here is strategy. So your content at a higher level needs to be the foundation and work into every other part of your higher level digital marketing strategy. The problem with AI is it can't necessarily, even if you dictate to an LLM, any of the platforms, here's our strategy, here's it just like really like kind of provide all the information detailed into it, and you tell it, okay, I need you to remember all of this when creating this content because here's the big picture, but now here are the details that we need this content to accomplish. And many times it just can't comprehend it because
Mhm.
sometimes it has almost like predetermined ways of thinking about things. And I know the LLMs are learning; these AI tools are learning. I've many times as because don't forget, we've been doing this, I've been doing this professionally for almost 30 years. Okay. And we've been in business for brick marketing for 21 years. So we haven't used AI, right? So everything strategic we've used our brains and our experience and
Mhm.
results and data to make these types of decisions. And now all of a sudden, here comes AI out of left field saying, "Oh, well, you should do X, Y, and Z." And there are times where I challenge AI and say, "Hey, you're wrong. Here's why you're wrong because you're
Mhm.
not seeing these other factors." And then of course, it's well, yeah, good point. Okay, well, so that's why from so the strategic aspect of content needs to be really tight and predetermined. But you, as a strategist, you as a marketer, have to take that time to do that and understand what it is
Mhm.
to not have AI kind of shift that for you inadvertently too.
Mhm. There's a human creativity piece that AI will not be able to touch.
Right.
It's the human creativity that allows us to look at a list and say, actually, that's not aligned with our strategy. This
Mhm.
is aligned with our strategy. And it just keeps things in check. We don't want the drift that we've talked about happening at a brand level.
Right.
We want to catch it before the copy gets on the website, before the brochure copy, you realize it doesn't even make any sense for your brand. You have to catch it.